but these are great cities that can be fixed. I'm going to be strongly recommending, at the request of government officials, which is always nice, that you start looking at San Francisco. I think we can make San Francisco, there's one of our great cities 10 years ago, 15 years ago, and now it's a mess. And we have great support in San Francisco, so I'd like to recommend that for inclusion, maybe in your next group. You'll get great support. I didn't realize I was going to make this such a big factor in the administration. I didn't really campaign. I campaigned on crime, but I never thought we'd go into every city and take a really safe city that we've all been living with for years and make them safe. And now it's like a passion for me, and it's a passion for the people behind me. So I didn't get elected. I did get elected for crime, but I didn't get elected for what we're doing. This is many, many steps above it.
Mr. President, that in and of itself would be historic for a 4-year presidency. You did that in 7 months because you let good cops be cops, and you partnered us with the right people, the Department of Justice, to put the handcuffs on and bring them to court and put them in prison. And if that weren't enough, when you look at the year, for the entire 7-month period that we're talking about here, if you look at the past 4 years of the Biden administration, 16,000, 17,000, 15,000, 15,000. That's the number of arrests year over year of violent felons in this country for the Biden administration. Mr. President, in 7 months, you have 28,600 arrests of violent felons in just 7 months alone.
Let's bring in Sky News contributor Kosha Gator. Kosha, we will speak about the momentous events in the Middle East shortly, but there is little doubt domestically Donald Trump's policies are having real impact, particularly when it comes to law and order, but they are still controversial policies, aren't they? They are getting a lot of heat from the media, from the activist class. Do you think he's going to continue this? Because he is paying a high price for implementing these policies.
He is, but I think he will because it strikes the heart of his agenda, whether it's getting the illegals out, that is his signature issue, and then not a byproduct, but sort of a ripple effect of that is also just restoring law and order in general, and that is so core to what he stands for. He knows the people support it. And as for the media or those protesters who, as you say, are mostly white, mostly not always boomers, like they seem to be elderly people, they are protesting. They will till the bitter end because it's a luxury belief for them to say things like, we don't want uniformed troops militarizing American cities, and like all those portrayals that are incorrect that they try to portray, that we're turning America into some sort of like military zone. They can afford to do that because they don't have to live with the consequences, like that lady, like those two gentlemen that you played, who can't even have their kids play in the backyard without fear of crossfire from gunshot wounds. So it's quite incredible, and they'll continue to do that. But I think as the ground support from the grassroots and more of those things come out, it's going to be harder and harder for them to continue those protests.
I mean, it's just astonishing that you've got someone who's never seen kids playing in the streets the whole time she's lived in that neighbourhood, who's not sat on her own porch feeling relaxed.
In America, which is so sad. And the homicide rate is 20, 30, 50, even 70 per 100,000, which is crazy in the wealthiest nation on earth, in these cities that we know, West Philly, South Chicago, et cetera, Memphis. And the shining example that we talk about all the time is El Salvador, which was in that same range, and in less than 5 years, it's like here now. It's less than 2 per 100,000 homicides. So it can be done.
Yep.
And the question is, you just need the political will to do it.